Hey everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So today I'm going to show you how I've made this very cute basket of strawberries. The basket actually pops up. It always got like a little spring, so there is dimension there. But of course, if you don't want to have that dimension, you can easily just stick it onto the card. A little bit closer, you can see all that detail. So we've got lots of dimension, lots of shine as well on the strawberries there. I love the hardware, so I've used a brad there and then the silver card. And I'll show you how I've got that effect there to create like faux metal handles. I think it's come together really, really nicely. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. So I was saying during my Facebook Live, it's been a while since I've actually gone out and purchased a craft magazine. I used to do it all the time. Once a week I would go and buy a new magazine, and I really enjoyed sitting down with a cuppa and flicking through the magazine and then obviously creating with the exclusive gift. But since I've been designing now a lot for the magazines, I get a lot of them sent to me for free, and it just kind of takes the fun of going out and, you know, looking at all the different magazines on offer. So I did that and I found this one here, and it's issue 103 of Die Cutting Essentials, and in this one you get this beautiful stamp and die set. So you've got your little stamp set here with some really fun puns, and then this die here, and it's a nice size die, and it will create this lovely strawberry, and you can build it up. There's so many lovely projects in here as well, so lots of inspiration, and you can also download papers. So I went ahead and downloaded the papers, and I shared all this during the Facebook Live, but just to show you just some of them here. I just printed this on a 90 GSM copy paper. Beautiful designs, and there's also a topper sheet, but I didn't print that one off, but you do have sentiments that are pre-done for you as well. So that's those ones there, but you also then had the green gingham, the pips there, which I've used, and the pink gingham as well. So I'm using the green gingham today. So really lovely, and once you've downloaded that onto your computer, you've got it forever. Okay, so starting off, I've got a 6x6 card blank. Like I said though, you can pop this on lots of different size cards. I've then cut myself a piece of 5 3/4 squared, and that's going to stick on the front there, and I'll be sticking that down later. And then I'm going to cheat a little bit today, because on this one here I weaved all of these strips of cardstock to create the basket effect. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my linen, or I've used my linen print embossing folder, because I thought it looked like a basket detail as well. So if you want to see how I did that, it's very easy. Check out the Facebook link below, but also I'll have some tutorials up here where I've done that same effect. These strips here were with 3/8 of an inch. So if you just cut your strips to 3/8 of an inch and follow the tutorials there, you can put that together. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut myself this piece here, which is 5 by 3 1/4, and then I've embossed it using, like I said, the linen print embossing folder here. It's given me that lovely detail. I might add a little bit of grey ink, just slightly, very lightly brushed over, just to bring that detail out a bit more, and a little bit around the edges. And then to create that little spring on the side, that little pop-up, you want 2 pieces of 1 by 3 inch card, and along that 1 inch side you're going to score it 1/4, 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch. Do that twice, and then you just want to concertina fold, so a mountain, a valley and a mountain, so that you have an M shape. Like I said, just want to do that twice. And then for the faux hardware, or the handles, you want to cut yourself 2 strips that are 1/2 inch by 3 1/2, and flip it over, so you're working on the plain side, and then using your stylus you want to score it every 1/8 of an inch. So 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, and then 3/8 of an inch. And then when you flip it over, you get that detail. And this is how the strawberry boxes looked when I used to go strawberry picking. So I know they're going to be different for everyone, but they had handles and they did look very similar to this. I've done that quite a lot. If you don't have embossing folders, maybe you don't even have a die machine, but you want to create some embossed detail, then use your scoreboard and you can create some nice effects. You could then turn that into like a checked, you could then pop it this way and then score again, and then you get a different design again. So it's, yeah, use your scoreboard, you can create some lovely effects. So I've just got my grey blending brush here, and I'm not going to add any more ink to it, because there's enough on there to just give me just a little bit of definition that I'm after. I don't want it to look like too dirty, but adding that grey will just lift that design. In the corners looks quite good, like so, and then just really lightly brushing it over, and I can see already it's just brought that design out even more. Okay, so you want to take this one and then these 2 pieces here. I'm not going to burnish them because I want them to keep that spring. If you burnish it, you kind of flatten it a bit too much. I'm just going to add my glue along one of the sides there. and then you want to sit it along the edge of this piece here. Just make sure you've got an equal overhang at the top and bottom there. Just flip that over. There we go, you can see. So it's just lined up with the edge there. I've got a little bit overhanging each side. And then again, take this one. So the mountain fold should be facing outside and the valley facing in. Now, because this is quite a lightweight paper that I've used, if I put all my liquid glue over the back of this, you probably get warping, bubbling and things like that. So I'm going to use, I've got the 1-inch tape here. You could just cover this with a double-sided sticky sheet if you have them, but I'm just going to get as close to the edge as possible, like so. And then I just use my block when I use the thicker tape to tear the end, then I get a nice straight line. And then again, I'm going to butt this right up as close as I can get it, like so, and just do that until you've covered the paper. And this will actually reinforce it as well. It makes it much easier to use. Okay, so that's all now stuck down, and then I'm just going to add my glue onto the other ends of those little springs. And just make sure that they're, so you can see there, the glue at either end, and then you just want to position, I'm going to have the basket just a little bit up from the bottom, and just make sure it's in the middle there, like so. And now you'll see, you get that bounce. So there is dimension to this. I'll pop it probably in one of my box envelopes, but you could still get that in a bouncy envelope as well. Next, we're going to add the handles. So I'm just popping these two together, and I'm just going to use my punch here. I'll turn it that way so you can see. And just punch through there. And I've got my brad, pop that through and open that up. I'm just going to trim those bits off because they're going to stick out. You're going to see them. There we go. Just hide those. And now I can open it up and we can attach it onto here. So I'm going to add some foam pads just onto each side there. You need a little bit to hold this all in. By lifting it up on foam, it then allows you to be able to, feed like the leaves and maybe some strawberries like behind. And then it's up to you really where you put this and how far out you have the handles. Obviously you don't want it coming off the card size, so I'm going to have it, I think about there. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now I can start adding all of my decorations. So like I said, if you want to see how I made the strawberries, then check out the Facebook Live. But if you're going to get the magazine or you have it, it gives you step-by-step instructions as well, how to do, how to build it all up. So I have cut quite a few. Whether I use them all, I'm not sure. I need to just stamp my sentiment. I'm going to have another thank you one because I'm always needing thank you cards. So thank you very much. I'm going to stamp that one again. And then the flowers I've done slightly different. I've done them white with yellow centers, and I've used just little faceted flat back pearl kind of embellishments there. So I'm going to get this all stuck down and then I'll show you it when it's finished. Okay, and there's the finished card. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Over the top, but very sweet. I said during the live, I think the strawberries would look really nice if they had little faces on them. And I do have an old stamp set which has a strawberry with a face on. It's in the Sweet Treats, I think, stamp set, if you know of that one. That would look really nice. Or you could put some googly eyes on them as well. That's always quite funny. But I think they're lovely, really fun, perfect for this time of year. But as I said, you don't have to have strawberries in them. I think they'd look really nice filled with all kinds of things. So have a play around, have a think, have a look at what you've got in your stash that you think might work with this. And like I said, it's easy to adapt the size as well to any card size that you want to use. So as always, thank you so much for watching today. I'll have all of the product that I've used listed in the description box below. Coming up now will be some other tutorials. I've got a nice little basket of flowers, I think, so I'll link that one. And also the one where I said about how you weave the cardstock to create this effect. I'll pop that one up here as well. If you've enjoyed today, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. And that way you won't miss out on any future videos. See you all again soon. Bye.